can't fight them on their own level because they always come up with ways to block it. And it's a bit like Sue Ellen said, if we don't get the same balance of equality, even in the court system, which we don't get, then we're fighting a losing battle. Yeah. And we really need that accountability.
Accountability is a big part of that, because without accountability, we're still going to be the underdogs in every aspect of society within Australia if we do not get accountability.
And the other thing is, that's what puts trauma on us. We are still feeling hopeless and helpless. And I mean, and this has been going on since the very beginning of our movement. Is that, so I guess what we're saying is we need to find a solution that is going to benefit us.
And that might be another avenue for removing yourself from the control of this Australian legal system and take it up another level to a completely different form.
It's killing us every day in every black community in this country. And if we maintain our connection to that system, all they're going to do is keep killing us.
We're asking the shopkeeper for lollies with no money in our pocket. That's talking to them. It's taken 40 years for the seed of sovereignty just to be planted and for it to start bearing fruit now, and it's bearing its fruit now. We need to take the next step, and that means international court action on the Genocide Convention, because they have ratified the Genocide Convention, but they don't have domestic law here outlawing genocide. So this country still legally commits genocide. The world has to know in these sort of terms what's going on.
We need to be demanding legitimacy in terms of national law too, right? This is the kind of legitimacy and the kind of accountability, so that the government doesn't break its own laws.
And we see that all the time, that breaking by the government
absolutely.
And their representatives.
Absolutely.
It's been broken all the time.
And then at the third level will be international law, and that these are the kinds of appeals that we can try to do an end run around, the federal law and the state law, so that we get the international opinion and an international law being brought to bear in terms of recognition.
Colin Barnett writes up straight after 926 people say they voted yes to setting the land. They're trying to break our spirit, this government and our people. I just don't understand. Our land council are the only recognised body of representatives for our people. Only ones ever in our country, in WA, ever, from the beginning of 230 years. These people are meant to be representing us. They've failed us, but we've been, like all the aunties and everyone says, this fight has been going and going and going since the 60s, 50s, 60s. We're in 2015 today. Where are we? Same thing's all happening. Royal commissions, we've had that into death in custody. There's a higher incarceration rate of our people today, higher suicide rate of our people in the system. The kids being taken away at a rate probably higher than the stolen generation.
5 times higher than the stolen generation.
Who's standing up with us, the people, because we've got to move away from their governance, because their governance is pushing us down further and further. 1905 Act, that's alive, 2015, it's alive today. And I was listening to Hardy said something to me the other night about we've got to see outside that square. Everything we do under their systems, that draws us in, and we're kept in that little shoebox. And they can put the lid on it, open it up when they want, and have a look at us, and shut it. We've got to somehow move away from their governance.
We've talked about it, we have discussed it for over 40 years that I know. We need to start acting sovereign, not speaking sovereign, acting sovereign. That means occupying our land, defending our land. Those communities that are being shut down, all I'm looking for is a company, solar panel company, to come out, and there's money in solar panel, in that alternative energy source. Those communities with all that sun and nothing else can put solar panels on all their land and be sustainable within 6 months. Within 12 months they've got profit coming into their community from solar energy. Like my brother said, we have to start, for us to survive this system, we have to start thinking outside the box they've built for us. Uses the Pearsons and the Mundines, and they've always been Pearsons and Mundines in our battle that betrayed us from day one. We need to call them out. We need to start naming and shaming those that sit in the government pocket and suck on the government tit and punish their people as a consequence of being with government.
For their own wealth and greed.
Why do we need 100% thing of Aboriginal people to do anything? Because they don't recognise not getting 100% of people signing off on things, and they're still going ahead with their stuff. So we've got to just decide as a group, this is the way we want to go, and we're going, whether people come with us or not.
Our traditional owners all over the country need to be there in Canberra for that black parliament to be created and for it to work. We have, the house is there, we just paint old Parliament House black. And that's our house, that's our seat of governance. But we need to build this from the ground up, which means that the speakers for country on country are the ones that represent over there. We have our system of governance, we have to adapt it, but it's still our law and our way of governance, not their way. And that's what's killed us for 227 years. Go back to country, sustain ourselves on land like we did from time immemorial.
They are materialistic people. That's what they are. I mean, even the recognised, see how much money they're throwing into that, because that's what they want. Are they throwing any money into the sovereignty or treaty stuff? No, it's all going into the recognised, because, and the government wants it that way. Because why are they giving them all this money? That's what the government wants them to do. Why are they throwing money into sovereignty and treaty?